Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today's the 21st of March, 2023. We're going to talk about Google today, real quick, to try to determine if it's going to be one of the best AI stocks in the market. Now, you don't have to look at articles. You don't have to look at what they're trying to release in terms of AI bot or like a chat TBT version. You don't have to do that. What you have to do is actually pay attention to where the money is flowing. The price chart is where that is being seen. And you guys can tell from Google's standpoint, this is the price chart for Google right now. And you all can see how price is hitting its head again on the downtrend line. Price in Google breaks this downtrend line to the upside, then it may just in fact be a contender in the AI space. I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to try to attempt to compete with OpenAI and Microsoft. Like, they know that that is competition. And they're going to try to put a lot of money and resources and research at creating a version of their own of an AI bot. Now, if it's going to be successful, rest assured that people are going to put their money in Google stock. And we're kind of seeing the same thing right now in Google, and I'm going to talk about it right now. So you guys can see I got a target already on the chart for Google, right? I did a price prediction going all the way back to the beginning of February, looking for price to go down. You guys can see it. You guys can tell how low price went. Okay, so I'm not hiding anything from my subscribers. This is how low price went, all the way down towards $90. Now, in order to see my targets, I always keep my videos available in my playlist, and I do have a segregated playlist for Google. So go to my channel, go to the playlist, find my Google playlist, and you guys will get my targets on the latest video. Okay, so if I had $90 as a price target in Google, then that would have garnered us 5.25% move lower. If not, getting out on the last trade of yesterday, that's around 7% loss. Now, let's get to what we think price is going to do next, okay? Because take a look. The market in Google has been obeying this downtrend line ever since April of last year, 2022. We've been seeing price go down. And every time price approaches this downtrend line, what happens? Yes, it gets rejected and goes lower. Not once, not twice. What about a third time? Are we going to see price go down, or will we see price in Google go down a third time? Because if so, then this is a shorting opportunity if history is going to repeat itself. But things has changed. For one, the same people who sold Google back in 2022, they may not be sellers today. They may be buyers. Back in 2022, no one was talking about ChatGPT. Today they are. Everything is always different because you don't have information back then that you have today. So now, one thing I'm going to tell you is that from my perspective, just looking at the chart for what it is, I think Google's price is going to break it. Yeah, I think it's going to break this downtrend line. Let me show you why. Okay, I want you all to learn this thing so you can be sufficient on your own and move in the market on your own and not be dependent on some technical indicator, not be dependent on some YouTuber to hype you up to tell you that these stocks are all going to shoot to the moon. No, I want you to be a critical thinker on your own. That's how you're able to stay in this game for a long time. So now look at this. The volume that came in Google right here on this day, okay? Now, if you don't learn anything from my videos and my content, I want you always to know that the lifeblood of the stock market is volume. It tells us who's participating and who is not. Okay? So every high volume bar you see on any chart on any time frame lets you know that big money is playing. They're showing you their hand, right? So when excuse me, when Google was trading up here in the beginning of February, right there around $108, right? You guys can see where this volume increased down here. This is where the market became active and we saw big money come in. What was the result for Google's price? Did it go up? Did it go down? It went down. So somebody, a hedge fund, pension fund, bank, whoever, came and sold Google there because price went down. Well, we're seeing high volume again in Google here, right? What's going on with the price since this day, since March 16, 2023? What's been going on? Is price going down or is price going up? Yes, it's going up. And as a matter of fact, these 2 days following this high volume bar day is telling us that someone is here buying. Now, we got that. Let's look at Google on the weekly, okay? Because charts don't lie. We saw strength conclude last week's price action. Look at this spread. Just take a look at it, right? And we saw price close at the high of this weekly price bar. That is bullish. Google is on the move. Now, this is resistance though. Okay. So we are not going to be completely oblivious and think that price is going to run up and shoot to $400. Like, let's relax, let's calm down. This is resistance. Second target resistance is going to be at 108. But the weekly chart looks bullish. Here it is on the 2 weeks. Now we got 3 days and 9 hours left, and it still looks pretty decent. Now I will tell you this, okay? From a 2 weekly chart, these 2 weekly price bars, right, is where people came in and sold these 3. Now, let's say at the conclusion of this 2 weekly price bar, it closed at the high of the bar. Then the market move higher and Google's going to be more substantial than it run into 108. It might even run to 116 in the long term, maybe 112. So my third target would be 112. Okay. My first target is going to be here at 105. Second target 108. Third target 112. So I'm looking at right now. So yeah, I kind of like what's going on a longer term basis, but you have to give me a margin of error of 3 days and 9 hours because I want to see the conclusion on the 2 weeks and the 3 weekly chart. Okay, so I'm done. I think price in Google is going to break this downtrend line, so I'm going to get rid of it. And we're going to play some strength on the chart here on the daily. And let me go ahead and give you these targets to show you what I'm looking at. And people tell you that you cannot predict prices. How am I able to predict prices? And this is the only information that we have. I'm doing it right now. So I would say, as long as Google's price holds $95 in or around that area, we're going to look for price to go higher. My first target is here around 105. Okay, that's only 2.7%. Okay, right there, 104.70. I get it, because I want you all to get it as well. This could be a location that sellers could pop in the market, and if they do, we want to at least grab some profit before the ship sinks. My second target is 108. Okay, 6% move higher, 108 there. My third target would be around 112, which is around 10% move higher, 112. Now, my 112 target is more or less the conclusion of how the 2 weekly price bar looks, as well as the 3 weeks. Okay, so keep that in mind. But this is where I'm at right now. Okay, that is it. I am done. Go ahead and give me your thoughts. Let me know if you think Google's going to trend higher, and if you do, then just let us know if you think it's going to go to 116. And if so, give me a time frame. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.